welcome back to some more WWE 2K25 MyGM. We are on Season 3, Episode 4, and we are live. And the last time we did MyGM here in 2K25 was the Road to Bash in Berlin, Episode 3. And we are now on the road to Survivor Series, War Games, or just Survivor Series in general, with the Go Home show on the ECW side being 3 weeks away, and the countdown is four weeks. So the way this works, we're going to be simulating all the matches through each week of SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and finally ECW. And before we get into the stream, if you're new to this very channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you won't miss new content just like this one whenever it goes live, like right now. And with that being said, let's get into WWE 2K25 MyGM Season 3 Episode 4, The Road to Survivor Series. And as you can see here, we got all the matches set up for this week's ECW, while on the road to Survivor Series, which starts now, and confirmed booking. And of course, we kick off the week of MyGM with some Friday Night SmackDown action. A opening matchup, however you want to call it, for the WWE Tag Team titles to kick off SmackDown. The team of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green take on the team of Shotzi and Lash Legend. Which of these two teams will walk out with the gold? Piper Niven and Chelsea Green are your new women's tag team champions, as the rivalry between Piper and Chelsea versus Lash Legend and Shotzi continues to grow. A promo from Brooks Jensen. Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer, the 7-time champion, takes on the Pitbull Ivy Nile. Who gets the win in this one? And the legendary Trish picks up the victory. A promo from Shawn Spears calling out Otis of the Alpha Academy. Lexis King versus Kevin Owens in one-on-one action. Kevin Owens picks up the victory. Elton Prince of Pretty Deadly calls out Akira Tozawa, the other half of Alpha Academy. And we close out this week's SmackDown with some Tornado Tag Team action. Ivar and Eric, the War / Viking Raiders, as they take on Akira Tozawa and Otis, the Alpha Academy. And the winners are Eric the Alpha Academy picks up the victory as Eric and Ivar continue as a new rivalry between the two teams has begun between the War/Viking Raiders and the Alpha Academy. And we kick off Monday Night Raw now with some tag team action to kick off the Red Brand. Andrade and Stone Cold Steve Austin take on the team of Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang. And we also have Fallon Henley and Meechin in women's division action. And before that, we have a promo with Duke Hudson. Tag team action. AJ Styles and Omos take on the odd pairing of Tyler Bate and Tonga Loa. And instead of simulating all the matches one by one, we're going to simulate the entire show. Now we've got Raw in the books, like out of the way. It's time to kick off NXT with some one-on-one action. Chad Gable and Sheamus in one-on-one action, and who will get the win in this one? Sheamus picks up the victory as a new rivalry on NXT has just begun. A promo from Indy Hartwell. Women's division action. Molly Holly, the Hall of Famer, takes on Lola Vice. And Lola Vice picks up the victory over the Hall of Famer. And we get a promo from Jay Cargill. Akam of AOP takes on Rich Holland, as these two are currently in a feud on NXT in MyGM right now. And Akam picks up the victory. A promo from Blair Davenport calling out Gigi Dolan. In the main event, a fatal four-way: Tommaso Ciampa versus Angel versus Julius Creed versus Trick Williams. And we are at the end of the week with ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. Louis Kaiser versus Josh Briggs in a Extreme Rules match to kick off ECW this week. Who gets the win in this one? Josh Briggs picks up the victory as the rivalry between him and Louis Kaiser continues to grow. And the Ring General Gunther cuts a promo. And women's division action here on ECW. Bayley, WWE's resident role model, takes on the Man, Becky Lynch in women's division action. And Becky Lynch picks up the victory. And a new rivalry between the two Four Horsewomen members have just begun on ECW. And more action on the Extreme brand as Rich Orikawa takes on Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano on ECW. And who gets the win in this one? And Johnny Gargano picks up the victory. And another new rivalry has begun on ECW between Orikawa and Gargano. Obafemi cuts a promo. And the main event, a Extreme Rules match to close out ECW this week. Kofi Kingston versus Javon Evans. Kofi Kingston picks up the victory. And the drama curve, as seen on the screen here, is basically the ratings for each show from the current week in MyGM. And these are the show notes for like each show as well. And they're similar to like tweets that you would see on X/Twitter. These are the show notes for SmackDown, for Raw, NXT, and finally for ECW. And now we are on week 17, 3 weeks away from Survivor Series. A message from Kofi Kingston to Paul Heyman. 3 messages at that. Hey, I appreciate you carrying through on your promises, and you saved yourself to me earlier when you gave me that title shot. Glad you're giving me the respect I deserve. Promise journal in progress this week. Promise Obafemi you interfere in a match on his behalf in 3 weeks. And we kick off the following week of MyGM once again with Friday Night SmackDown. as we are drawing closer and closer to Survivor Series. And the opening match is Tornado Tag Team action between these two teams in the women's division here on SmackDown. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green take on Shotzi and Lash Legend. Who gets the win in this one? And Piper Niven and Chelsea Green pick up the victory as the rivalry between the two teams continues to grow, as Piper Niven is injured for 3 straight weeks. Lexis King calls out Kevin Owens in a promo. And some women's division action. Fatal 4-way rules. Fatal 4-way style, as Tamara Ty-Cross takes on Charlotte Flair, taking on Trish Stratus, taking on Ivy Nile. Which of these 4 women will pick up the victory? And the winners are, and the winner is Trish Stratus, as a new rivalry has begun between Tamara Ty-Cross and Charlotte Flair. A promo from Eric of the Viking / War Raiders. Akira Tozawa versus Elton Prince in a no-holds-bar match. Akira Tozawa picks up the victory as Elton Prince, representing Pretty Deadly, is injured for a week. A promo from Brooks Jensen. And the main event is for the WWE Undisputed Championship. The man once known as the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, Shawn Spears, takes on the other representative of Alpha Academy, Otis, as his tag team partner Akira Tozawa picked up a victory over Elton Prince of Pretty Deadly just moments ago. Who will walk out with the championship gold? Will it be Shawn Spears or will it be Otis? And Shawn Spears is still your WWE Undisputed Champion, thus retaining the gold in the process. It is time for another week of Monday Night Raw. Instead of simulating the entire show like we did the week before, we're actually going to be simulating each match one by one. A tag team match with a run-in spot from Carl Anderson as AJ Styles and Omos take on the team of Tyler Bate and Tonga Loa. Tyler Bate and Tonga Loa pick up the victory. A promo from Rhea Ripley. Women's division action, Michin versus Zoe Stark. Michin picks up the victory, and Fallon Henley calls out Michin in a promo. Andrade El Idolo versus Wolfgang. Who gets the win in this one-on-one contest? And it's El Idolo Andrade who picks up the victory. And a tables match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. The challenger, JC Jane, and the champion, Isla Dawn, who walks away with the gold. And JC Jane is your new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. And now we are midway through the week once again. We are now on NXT. It is time for some one-on-one action. to kick off the show. Sheamus versus Chad Gable. Who gets the win in this one? And Sheamus picks up the victory. Scarlett cuts a promo. Tag team action. Angel and Akam take on Tommaso Ciampa and Rich Holland. And Angel and Akam pick up the victory as Akam is injured for 3 weeks. And we get another promo, this time from Indy Hartwell. In women's division action, triple threat style, as Molly Holly, Lola Vice, and Jade Cargill will face each other in this triple threat bout. Who gets the win in this one? And Molly Holly picks up the victory, as Molly Holly is injured for 2 weeks. Blair Davenport calls out Gigi Dolan in a promo. Trick Williams versus Julius Creed versus Braun Strowman versus Berto in a fatal 4-way main event matchup. And who gets the win in this one? It is the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman, who picks up the victory. As a new rivalry between Strowman and Berto has started. And we are finally at the end of another week once again with ECW, as Javon Evans, the young OG, takes on Johnny Gargano in a Extreme Rules match to kick off this week's edition of the Extreme Hardcore brand known as ECW. And who gets the win in this one? Johnny Gargano picks up the victory as a new rivalry between the young OG and Johnny Wrestling has begun. We get a promo, a self promo from Gunther. Women's division action, 1-on-1. Raquel Rodriguez takes on Bayley. And the winner is Bayley. And a new rivalry in the women's division has just begun on ECW between Raquel and Bayley. And more women's division action on ECW. A triple threat match. Becky Lynch versus Zelina Vega versus Tegan Nox. And who gets the win in this one? And Tegan Nox picks up the victory. And we get another self-promo from Kofi Kingston. And the main event is a Extreme Rules match. Josh Briggs versus Louis Kaiser with a run-in from Obafemi. And who gets the win in this one? And Louis Kaiser picks up the victory to cap off another week of ECW in MyGM. And just like that, another week of MyGM, it's in the books once again. Week 2 weeks left. Week 18 before Survivor Series. A message from Oba Femi to Paul Heyman. Where have you been? You said we had a partnership. They got my back. Do we not have that conversation? Don't pretend that you don't remember either. You were supposed to be in my corner. People would have loved it. But a wasted opportunity. I thought I had your respect. Maybe I was wrong. Major decrease to Oba Femi's morale. Oh well. A message from Xavier Woods to Paul Heyman. Hey boss, you've benched me for a while. I really want to get back in the ring. It's time you wake up and put me back where I belong. I want a match in the next show. I'm gonna go with the second option between the first one and the final one. Sure thing, you've been away too long. Promise Xavier Woods a match this week. So I'm gonna have Xavier Woods in a match against Oba Femi on ECW this week. So I'm gonna have Oba Femi align with Paul Heyman, since I forgot the whole like partnership between Oba Femi and Paul Heyman. So I'm gonna make it up to the ruler by putting him in a match against Xavier Woods on ECW this week. On second thought, I'm gonna keep the run-in interference off instead. So I'm gonna have the women kick off ECW this week. We're gonna have Raquel Rodriguez taking on the role model Bailey, a rematch from last week's ECW. And we're going to have Eddie Thorpe. Wait a minute. How about a triple threat match? We have Eddie Thorpe and Oba Femi. We have Eddie Thorpe, Rich Orikawa, and Tony D's partner in crime, the underboss of the family, Shannon Stacks Lorenzo. There. This match is all set up. Triple threat here on ECW. Eddie Thorpe, Rich Orikawa, and Shannon Stacks Lorenzo as the next match. And the final match, the main event for ECW, is going to be a Extreme Rules match. And same with the opener of Raquel and Bailey. A promo, gonna pick Becky Lynch for this one, and a self promo at that. everything has been set up for ECW this week. And confirmed booking. And we kick off another week of SmackDown once again here in MyGM with a triple threat opener for the United States Championship. Akira Tozawa, Kit Wilson, KIT, the current champion, and fellow challenger Ivar of the War/Viking Raiders. Which of these three men will walk out with the gold in this U.S. Championship opener? And Ivar is your new United States champion. And we get a promo from Shotzi and a self promo at that. Women's division action on SmackDown as Lash Legend takes on the Hall of Famer, a 7-time women's champion in Trish Stratus, who gets the win in this one. And Trish Stratus picks up the victory over Lash Legend thanks to a run-in from Chelsea Green. And some more women's division action on SmackDown as Tamara Ty-Cross takes on the Queen Charlotte Flair in a tables match. Charlotte Flair picks up the victory as the rivalry between her and Tamara Ty-Cross continues to grow here on SmackDown in MyGM. And the main event is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Otis of the Alpha Academy takes on Shawn Spears, the champion, who walks away with the gold. And it's Shawn Spears who retains his championship gold once again as the rivalry between him and Otis continues to grow here on SmackDown. And we have women's division action to kick off Monday Night Raw this week, in MyGM that is, with a fatal 4-way opener. Fallon Henley, Michin, Zoe Stark, and Nikita Lyons, who walks away with the win. And it's Michin who picks up the win. And we get a promo, a self-promo from Rhea Ripley. Carl Anderson versus AJ Styles in one-on-one action. Two OC brothers duking it out in one-on-one action. Who gets the win in this one? And it's AJ Styles with the win over his OC brethren in Carl Anderson. Isla Dawn cuts a promo, in a training one at that. Tyler Bate, the big strong boy, as he takes on the Nigerian giant Omos, a David versus Goliath type match. And Omos picks up the victory as the rivalry between him and Tyler Bate continues to grow here on Raw. And we get another women's promo here on Raw. The first two were Rhea Ripley and Isla Dawn, and we get a promo from JC Jane calling out Lyra Valkyria, as this rivalry between these two women right here continues to grow. And the main event is for the WWE World Tag Team titles, as the challengers Andrade and Tonga Loa take on the team of Mark Coffey and Wolfgang, representing Gallus, the current champions. who walks away with the gold. And Andrade and Tonga Loa are your new World Tag Team Champions, as Andrade El Idolo is injured for 4 weeks, which means that Andrade is going to be out of action for a month. We are now midway through the week, and it's time for some NXT action on NXT. Braun Strowman versus Berto in a one-on-one match to kick off the show. And the ever so dominant Braun Strowman picks up the victory as the rivalry between him and Berto continues to grow. Tommaso Ciampa calls out Angel, Berto's tag partner, in a promo, as the rivalry between these two continues to grow also. A tables fatal 4-way matchup here on NXT in women's division action. Jade Cargill versus Scarlett versus Lola Vice versus Indy Hartwell. Who gets the win in this one? And it's Indy Hartwell who gets the win, as a new rivalry between Jade Cargill and Scarlett has begun. A self promo from Julius Creed. Trick Williams versus Razor of AOP in one-on-one action. And it's Trick Williams with the victory. Sheamus calls out Chad Gable as the rivalry between these two continues to grow. And the main event, women's tag team action, Wendy Chu and Blair Davenport take on the team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I almost said Jade Cargill. And Bianca Belair and Gigi Dolan. There we go. Had to correct a error there. Which of these two teams will pick up the victory in this women's tag team main event here on NXT? Will it be the team of Wendy Chu and Blair Davenport, or will it be the team of Bianca Belair and Gigi Dolan? And the winner is Wendy Chu and Blair Davenport. And we cap off another week once again in MyGM with ECW. Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley in an Extreme Rules match to kick off ECW this week. And the winner is Bayley, who picks up the victory over Raquel in an Extreme Rules match to kick off ECW in women's division action as well, as the rivalry between Raquel and Bayley continues to grow. And we get a self promo from the man Becky Lynch. Triple threat action, Eddie Thorpe versus Rich Arikawa versus Shannon Stacks Lorenzo. And Eddie Thorpe picks up the victory, as a new rivalry between Eddie Thorpe and Arikawa has begun. Josh Briggs calls out Louis Kaiser in a promo. Xavier Woods versus almost Eddie Thorpe versus Obafemi. Who picks up the win in this one? Xavier Woods picks up the victory over the ruler Obafemi as a new rivalry between Woods and Femi has begun. A promo from Gunther and a self promo at that. And a Extreme Rules match as the main event to close out ECW. Javon Evans, the young OG versus Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. Who gets the win in this one? And Johnny Wrestling picks up the Extreme Rules victory in the Extreme Rules match in the main event to cap off another week of ECW. Week 19, 1 week left before Survivor Series. A message from Chin and Stacks Lorenzo to Paul Heyman. I'm so tired of watching Johnny walking around the locker room like he owns the place. I just want to see him get humbled. I don't care how it happens. I just want to see him lose. I'm not going to rig the odds for him just to satisfy your bruised ego. It'll be I agree. Actually, it'll be more interesting to see how he reacts to a loss on his record. I'm actually gonna go with the second option, as it does tie into the message being said by Chin and Stacks Lorenzo to Paul Heyman. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the latter option. A message from Becky Lynch to Paul Heyman. Hey boss, I've been talking with Zelina Vega a lot lately, and she had this great idea that we should team up for a tag team match. I think we'd make an awesome tag team. Can I convince you to take a chance on this? Book us in a tag match in the next few weeks. Sure, let's see how your team works out. Great. I'll let her know I can't wait to make our tag team debut. No one can touch me. Small increase to Becky Lynch's morale. In progress. Told Becky Lynch she partnered with Zelina Vega in a tag match within the next three weeks. Instead of waiting for three weeks, in MyGM that is, why not have Becky Lynch and Zelina Vega make their tag team debut this week? and I'm gonna have them in a tag, and their opponents are going to be current rivals Raquel Rodriguez and Bayley. And ensure your least popular available specialist is in a match this week. And we're going to have Xavier Woods taking on Tony D'Angelo in one-on-one action after the triple threat bout between Kofi Kingston, Javon Evans, and Johnny Gargano, and before the tag team match between Becky Lynch and Zelina Vega taking on Raquel Rodriguez and Bayley, whom are currently rivals at the moment on ECW. In the main event is going to be Obafemi versus Gunther in the main event. Two colossal-sized superstars to close out ECW this week. Everything is set up for the final ECW before Survivor Series. And we start this final week off with some more SmackDown action. Kevin Owens versus Otis to kick off SmackDown, and the prize fighter picks up the victory. Charlotte Flair calls out Tamara Ty Cross in a promo. Eric of the War/Viking Raiders takes on Sami Zayn in one-on-one action. And we get another promo, this time from Trish Stratus, and a self promo at that. Chelsea Green versus Lash Legend in one-on-one action. In women's division action on SmackDown, and Lash Legend picks up the victory. And we get another self promo, this time from Shotzi. First it was Trish, and now Shotzi. Kit Wilson representing Pretty Deadly as he takes on Brooks Jensen in a TLC match. And Brooks Jensen picks up the victory. Tamara Ty Cross calls out Charlotte Flair in a promo this time after Charlotte Flair called her out in a promo. In the main event, a fatal four-way backstage brawl for the undisputed WWE Championship. The other half of the War/Viking Raiders, Ivar, the current champion, Shawn Spears. The other half of Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince, and Akira Tozawa, representing the Alpha Academy, as his tag partner Otis lost the opening matchup to Kevin Owens. But which of these 4 men will walk away with the gold in this fatal 4-way backstage brawl main event with the undisputed championship gold on the line? And Ivar is your new WWE Undisputed Champion. And now on to Monday Night Raw. Isla Dawn versus JC Jane in a Iron Man match in women's division action to kick off Raw. Who gets the win in this one? And it's Isla Dawn who picks up the victory. Isla Dawn is injured for 3 weeks, close to a month, close to 4 weeks. A tag team call-out promo from AJ Styles and Omos calling out the team of Tyler Bate and Tonga Loa. More action on Raw as Carl Anderson takes on Wolfgang representing Gallus. And Carl Anderson picks up the victory. And we get a call-out promo from Tyler Bate calling out the Nigerian giant Omos. More women's division action on Raw. A backstage brawl. One-on-one. Nikita Lyons versus Zoe Stark. And the winner is Zoe Stark, who picks up the victory. As the rivalry between Zoe Stark and Nikita Lyons continues to grow. Tonga Loa versus Mark Coffey representing Gallus versus Ashante the Adonis for Ashante's World Heavyweight Championship. Who gets the win in this one? And Tonga Loa is your new World Heavyweight Championship. Is your new World Heavyweight Champion. There we go. And the main event, triple threat action. And the final women's match on this week's card of Monday Night Raw. Fallon Henley versus Michin versus Rhea Ripley. Who gets the win in this one? And Rhea Ripley picks up the win. As the rivalry between Fallon Henley and Michin, on the other hand, has been completed. We are midway through the final week before Survivor Series with NXT, as Berto takes on his rival Braun Strowman with the NXT North American Championship on the line. Which of these 2 men walks out the new champion? And it's Braun Strowman, who is your new NXT North American champion. Scarlett and Indy Hartwell take on the team of Jade Cargill and Lola Vice in tag team action in women's division action here on the NXT brand. And Scarlett and Indy Hartwell pick up the victory as a new rivalry between the 2 tag teams have just begun, and that being Indy Hartwell and Scarlett versus Jade Cargill and Lola Vice. And the tag team action doesn't stop there, especially on the women's side, as Bianca Belair and Gigi Dolan take on the team of Wendy Chu and Blair Davenport. Which of these 2 teams will get the win in this one? And the winners are Wendy Chu and Blair Davenport once again, as the rivalry between the two teams of Blair, Dolan, Chu, and Davenport has been completed. Fatal 4-way action here on NXT. Sheamus, Chad Gable, Angel, and Razor. Which of these 4 men will pick up the victory? And Razor picks up the victory, as the rivalry between Chad Gable and Sheamus, on the other hand, continues to grow. In the main event, a tables triple threat match, the cap off NXT, Julius Creed versus Trick Williams versus Tommaso Ciampa. And Trick Williams picks up the victory, as the rivalry between him and Julius Creed, on the other hand, has been completed. And we cap off the final week with ECW as we head into Survivor Series. And we kick it off with a triple threat match between 3 of the most talented men on the ECW roster in MyGM, as Kofi Kingston takes on Javon Evans, taking on Johnny Gargano. Which of these 3 men will pick up the victory? Kofi Kingston picks up the victory, as the rivalry between Javon Evans and Johnny Gargano, on the other hand, continues to grow. TLC match, Xavier Woods versus the Don, Tony D'Angelo. And Xavier Woods picks up the victory, as a new rivalry between him, Xavier Woods, and the Don has started here on ECW. Tag team action in the women's division, as Becky Lynch and Zelina Vega make their tag team debut, since Becky Lynch and Zelina Vega are teaming up for the first time on ECW, as they take on the team of Raquel Rodriguez and Bayley, who are currently feuding at the moment. Who gets the win in this one? And Raquel Rodriguez and Bayley pick up the victory, despite the two feuding with each other. A promo from Tegan Knox, Louis Kaiser versus Josh Briggs, as the two rivals face each other in a Extreme Rules match on ECW. And Josh Briggs picks up the victory. And the rivalry between the two, Kaiser and Briggs, has been completed. In the main event, a colossal main event, Obafemi the Ruler takes on the Ring General Gunther in the main event, the closeout ECW this week. And Gunther picks up the victory. Survivor Series Week 20. A message from Rich Orikawa. Two messages from ECWGM. two messages from Rich Arikawa to ECW GM Paul Heyman. There we go. Had to correct my sentence there, folks. Also, have you been enjoying the stream so far? Have you been enjoying this edition of MyGM so far? If you did, make sure to give it a like and make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so you won't miss new content just like this one. Can't say my contract with ECW will expire at the end of this week. Can't say I have been loving it, but I'd stay until season's end for 23K. Actually, I already have a authorization to extend your contract. Thanks for your work, Rich, but I won't be renewing the contract. Okay, let's talk figures. I'll go with the first option. My contract will expire. A message from Becky Lynch to Paul Heyman. My contract with ECW will expire by the end of this. At the end of this week, I love to stay here until the end of the season, and I'm asking for 106K. I'm gonna go with the first option. A message from Chin and Stacks Lorenzo to Paul Heyman. I wish you could have seen his face when he got back to the locker room after that loss. No more winning streak for tough guy Gargano. Certainly improve my mood. Small increase to Chin and Stacks Lorenzo's morale. A message from Triple H to Paul Heyman. During a head count, it looks like Tony isn't here this week. He left a note on his locker claiming he needs time away from management for the next 2 weeks. You may have to adjust your plans. Thanks for letting me know. Try to keep an eye on how your superstars are feeling. I'm sure he's acting out, but try to get ahead of the problem before he does anything worse. Completed. Told Becky Lynch she partnered with Zelina Vega within the next 3 weeks. Ensure your least popular available fighter is in a match this week. A men's tag team tornado match as the opener for Survivor Series. So, who should I pick on the ECW side? I'm go with the Ring General Gunther, since his popularity is at a 86 compared to Oba Femi's. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Gunther on this one. And we're going to have Loic Kaiser take on Rich Arikawa in a Extreme Rules match. In the main event, on the women's side, is a women's fatal 4-way Hell in a Cell match. So, who do I want to pick on the who do I want to pick from the ECW side? I'm gonna go with the man Becky Lynch. On second thought, Eddie Thorpe versus Rich Arikawa. Yeah, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go with this match instead of the Loic Kaiser versus Rich Arikawa match. Well, since these two are currently feuding on the ECW side, all the matches are set up for Survivor Series. From the opening match to the mid-card match, one-on-one, Eddie Thorpe versus Rich Arikawa on the ECW side, and the main event. And confirmed booking. It is time to kick off Survivor Series War Games with this men's tornado tag team matchup between the team of Ashante the Adonis and Sheamus. Ashante on the Raw side, Sheamus on the NXT side, taking on the team of Gunther, who's on the ECW side, and Lexus King, who is on the SmackDown side. And we're going to spectate and see how this match plays out from start to finish. And as usual, I'm going to let both the action and the in-game commentary speak for the action itself. And enjoy, folks.
It is showtime for Ashante the Adonis.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. Introducing first, from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 209 pounds, Ashante the Adonis.
Adonis is a very polished athlete behind all the swagger.
And Ashante is not an easy superstar to crack. This man thrives under pressure. As confident as he is stylish, Ashante's about to show off for the whole WWE Universe.
And his partner from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Nearly 15 years into his WWE career, Sheamus still manages to deliver banger after banger.
Okay.
After banger.
We got it.
After banger.
Would you stop?
After banger.
Oh my gosh.
After banger.
Quiet.
After banger.
Shut up.
After banger.
I love it.
After banger. After banger. The Ring General making his imposing march to the ring.
A man with technical expertise that dissects the human
And
body.
representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
We are looking at the man who etched his name in the history books, becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Once that bell rings, it really doesn't get more dominant than Gunther. No Mercy is the name of the game.
Gunther began his career in WWE proclaiming that the ring is sacred, and his accolades have proven just that. Everything Gunther does, how he competes, it's all about picking up a victory.
Winning is the only outcome for the Ring General. Failure is not an option. He despises mediocrity.
Here comes the star of all television.
Yeah, Alexis likes to live like a king, makes his own rules, and lives life his way.
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 223 pounds, Lexis King!
Lexis King, son of a Hall of Famer. He was born for this business.
Yeah, but he's also made it clear, Michael, that he wants to do it on his terms. He's casting his own shadow here in the WWE.
This match has everyone backstage buzzing. He is an exciting competitor to watch.
Tornado tag rules are in effect here tonight.
Looking to end this.
The schoolboy gets his shoulder up right before two.
He needs to deal more damage before trying that again.
Stop. Oh, man. Overhead shot. Boom. Oh, he fights Lexis back. Boom. Totally helpless at the moment. Ouch.
Schoolboy flying to put this one away.
Easily kicks out of that one. Too soon for a cover.
I can already feel the sting with the kendo stick, and I do not.
And he goes for the pin. And they kick out at two.
He thought he had it.
That was nasty. Sheamus looked like he may have been the one to receive some lunch there. Crashing to the floor. Sheesh, a painful looking shot.
Determination in his eyes, and now a kendo stick in his hands.
Wow. Oh, God. And he gets set back into the ring. And what's he looking for?
On the apron.
Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
Kendo stick impact. Oh. Counter by Asante. Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get control of this thing.
This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Alabama slam. You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight behind it.
Gunther able to steer clear.
Drop kick.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
The shoulders are down. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
Keeping a loss at bay for now. Hip drop to the gut.
Clothesline. Good Lord. So effective.
Nice job dodging contact there.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Picture perfect example for when you just want to put someone down with authority.
Here we go. He kicks out instantly.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. Ooh. Sheamus. Patent offense. What noise? Oh, kick right to the spine.
He's headed out to the ringside area, fishing for something beneath the ring.
He's thinking the steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here.
He's able to reverse it. These attacks are starting to impact him.
Yeah, there is no doubt that Sheamus' heart is pumping vinegar now. Right to the leg.
Will this be enough? He narrowly avoids the count.
Close call. That was almost lights out. Hooked up. DDT.
That didn't go Ashante's way.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now.
The ring general showing off his power.
With unbelievable power. Got all of it, and Sheamus is down. Ooh, jarring European uppercut.
Let's lock down. Like being manhandled by a bear. Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
Off the top.
Diving arm drag. I like yours better, Cole. Here's the pin. Will King recover? Quick count out after one. I don't know what more this superstar could do to put him away. Boom. Ow.
King gets out of dodge. The roundhouse connects.
All tied up. Here it comes. Oh, run.
Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker. Wear and tear of this match is... Here we go! Inspiring power by the Celtic Warrior.
Russian leg sweep.
Going for the cover. He might just have it. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup. A steel chair, something we all know can be a devastating weapon.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Has to find a way out of this.
Up high, diving crossbody.
Throwing all caution to the wind. This one's heading. And here's Gunther. Wraps his arms and legs. Gonna try to choke him out.
And this is going to cause so much agony. So much.
That's it. The submission was just too much to handle.
Ultimate with these knee strikes.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Gunther and Lexis King.
Folks, you really don't see matches this exciting very often.
These two had no trouble adapting to the stipulation and utilizing each other's strengths. Impressive stuff. Here comes a true fighter, Eddie Thorpe.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Reno, Nevada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Eddie Thorpe!
Thorpe has an impressive array of in-ring abilities, has proven it in so many situations, including multiple underground matches.
And no denying Thorpe is a highly skilled mat technician.
A man who takes pride in his heritage and takes pride in representing who he says he is.
Well, Eddie Thorpe's always itching for a fight. Always looking to prove himself in WWE.
And his competitor is getting the opportunity of a lifetime.
And his opponent from Hiroshima, Japan, weighing in at 172 pounds, Ridge Horikawa!
This is the best talent that GM could afford? Ugh. I shudder to think of what they spend on catering.
Well, actually, the GM asked me to bring in my favorite vegan recipes.
Oh, great. And the GM's going to pay for that slop?
Wait, I was supposed to get paid? Not the other way around?
Yeah, I'm thinking this won't end well tonight.
It won't be pretty, but hopefully it'll be quick.
Time for an Extreme Rules match where WWE throws the rule book out the window.
Kendo sticks, tables, chairs. If you can hold it in your hand, you can use it as a weapon. It is anything goes.
Got the head scissors cinched in, and here come the elbows. Malicious, practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Just stretching out the arm.
That attack was definitely pre-calculated, hoping to greatly diminish the power in that arm. Narrowly escaping there.
Oh, what an elbow. Attempting an early cover here. He throws his shoulder up before two.
Way too soon for him to be thinking about a pin. Looks like he knew what was coming up. Thorpe getting out of harm's way. Whoa! Cross body.
The attack, can he do it here? Powering out in one.
Staying in this one.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. Stops the kick. Knee right to the face. What a display of strength here.
All the way to the floor. Well, that's one way to seize control of the match. Change the location to the ringside area.
I don't care what they say. Nothing good ever comes from getting the tables.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Looks like he knows that he who laughs last is the one with the sledgehammer.
Suplex. Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. And he tosses him back in now.
Real European uppercut.
A reversal catches Eddie.
Off the rope.
Into the roundhouse kick.
He connects with a counter.
He's got his sights locked in now.
Oh, what a kick.
submission. Bang to the neck.
Nasty kick.
And he gets knocked off his game there.
Yeah, Rich delivering the pain. Back suplex. Oh!
Looking to work the arm with that. Oof, pounding the bread basket.
Now heading outside.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Arm wringer applied. And so accurate. They might be able to put this one away right here. Stopping the ribs counted too.
So close. That could have been it.
Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike. Hooked him up. And a suplex.
Was mounted with punches. And a stomp to the gut, too.
What a moonsault. And Rich is going full tilt here.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Rich. Oh, turn that kendo stick into a lawn dart. Perched on the shoulders, feast your eyes. Thorpe was knocked out, makes a cover.
He kicked out at 2.
I do not know how they got up from that.
Operating on pure instinct and adrenaline right now. When your opponent can hang after all that, you're wondering if earning a win might just be impossible. I don't know what they're looking for here.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
Moving into the ring.
What a cross body. Stomping. Ouch. Ooh. He's making his intentions known to everyone in the arena. Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible. He's looking like easy prey, about to fall into up high, cross body.
I can't see this going on much longer.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
And he heads back into the ring.
That scary look in his eyes, fixated on the opposition. Bad spot for Rich. Thorpe might have this in the bag.
Into the pin. 2. Kicks out. Just kicked out.
I can't believe this whole arena's in shock.
Yeah, but no one's more shocked than the man who thought he had a pinfall. And now the question runs in the mind, how am I going to be able to end this?
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Into the ring again now. Uh-oh, could it be?
Take down there. Is this it?
He's able to beat a 2 count.
Still not enough to put him away. Brutal club. What's the knee?
Stop after stop after stop.
Double axe handle. Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
And Rich attacking at a critical moment here.
No doubt about it. It's do or die for Eddie at this point. Golly, an endless trampling there.
Thorpe can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Thorpe needs to be resourceful in this situation. Steel chair to the temple.
And here's Thorpe for the win. No, he gets the shoulder up.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Looking for the win.
Shoulders up before 2.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point. Oh, someone kicks to the face, and one more for good measure.
Springboard moonsault.
Wow. is going to come down to who wants it more.
Hoisted up.
Down and out. Thorpe looks knocked out.
Looking for the pin. He's still in this fight. Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
The next big move might end this. The question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out?
Oh, and just causing agony for their opponent.
Wow, what a kick. And a kick to the back. And Rich is going full tilt here. A series of disabling maneuvers from Rich. And he's obviously prepared for this as he goes for the ladder. Let's get it on. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, that's not how you're supposed to use a ladder. No, turn out the lights. The party's over. Watching like a predator with wounded prey. He's as good as done here. Up across the shoulders.
Boom! Feast your eyes. They don't come. Just finish this.
Down. Man, that's gotta feel good. Sweet, sweet victory.
Here is your winner, Rich Horikawa.
This goes down as a loss for Eddie Thorpe. Eddie just wasn't able to get back into the match.
It's important for Eddie to come back from this loss stronger. Shotzi ready to roll over the competition tonight like a tank.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Shotzi.
Just like that, Tank, Shotzi herself is a loose cannon, and that's putting it lightly.
You never know what kind of thing Shotzi is going to do to her opponents or even herself.
You're absolutely right, Saxton. I mean, Shotzi shaved her head just to intimidate an opponent. Always willing to throw caution to the wind and do anything to win. Shotzi is so proud of her unorthodox style. She won't change for anyone. Well, anyone who tries to change Shotzi better be ready to face down a tank. Yeah, I said it, a tank. Fallon Henley is ready to speak her mind and start some fights.
And her opponents, first from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley.
A small-town country girl with a veteran mindset, a strong work ethic, and a mean right hand.
She has become consumed with knocking down these so-called rookies a peg or two.
Oh, the rookies should respect Henley. She's a proven main event talent and has held the Women's North American Championship. Welcome to Vice City.
From Miami, Florida, Lola.
A proud Cuban with a spicy attitude.
And MMA skills to match. Don't you dare make the mistake of judging Lola Vice by her size. Lola Vice looks ready to set the world on fire.
She has the makings of a top superstar.
Here comes the man.
The WWE Universe on its feet for Becky Lynch.
From Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
A woman who has devoted her career to elevating the women's division.
Arguably the hardest working competitor in the women's division.
And she's also a leader, and she's a trailblazer. Became the first women's double champion when she beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but every once in a while, that much confidence can be detrimental, especially when you're a target. Everyone wants to make a name off of the man.
Here we go, folks. This Hell in a Cell match begins, and we head into uncharted waters. For this bout, we see Shotzi, Fallon Henley, Lola Vice, and Becky Lynch.
There is no match more feared in all of WWE than the Hell in a Cell match.
She's going for the cover. And the shoulders up. She's trying to get this thing done as quickly as possible.
Sit-out slam.
Oh, step up Enziguri. Lands face first. Scoop slam.
Hooked up.
Sent to the corner.
Oh, a kick. Wow.
Really just laying it in.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. Snap suplex.
Devastating elbow.
And Vice wasn't showing any mercy there.
Fallon looking to push the advantage after that.
Face first. Oh, did you hear that? Boom, what a kick.
Into the reverse DDT.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Caught in a bad spot. Oh, right to the throat. Ooh. Countering that offense.
Nice takedown. There it is. With the...
They've got the arm trapped. Looking for Maestro Cradle. A kick out after one.
Impressive one count, but still very early.
We gets stonewalled. Driven down face first. Russian leg sweep. Not done there. Rapid fire rights over and over. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Boom, what an uppercut. Sure. Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly. She's been slowed down yet again. And seeing that you're surrounded by the steel cell can't be having any comfort. Oh, she puts the brakes on that. Sent flying out of the ring here. And some effective offense with that one.
Just doing anything they can to chip away at the base.
Shotzi with the retaliation. Oh, come on. Why would you stoop that low? All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense. The counter with a knuckle sandwich.
Able to save herself there. You are not going to know your left from your right after something like that.
Tucks through. Up and over. Selena Del Sol.
Has the arm into a hammerlock cinched in.
There's our breaker. Ooh. She's being derailed here.
Yeah, a fatal four-way is certainly going to take its toll on you.
Well, there she goes. Oh, look at this. How pretty is this? Oh, backpack face buster. Clothesline. And shoulders down. This might do it. Kick out before the refs count.
Wow.
What a way to get out of that one. What an overhand chop. Henry was scouted there. Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Targeted the lower body there, and it was highly effective.
She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out. See Shotzi. Kicks out of the pinfall attempt.
Doesn't go well if you still can't get more than a one count by now.
Face buster. Bam. The kick connects. Vicious forearm right in the skull. Ooh, man. Oh, look at the double team here. Uh-oh. Oh, face first. But now Fallon Henley. Oh, God. Single leg drop kick. Scissors kick with authority.
Becky Lynch rolls through, and there it is!
Disarmer! 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 And she lets go of the hold. Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. Chop. Oh, look at Becky.
Double slam! Will that sew this up for Becky?
Just bashing them with that hammer. Good God, what force. The hammer dropped.
Fallon Henley.
And now Lola gaining another win with that attack. Shotzi plans. Oh, what a back fist. Giving her opponent a taste of her own medicine. Makes the cover. Oh, she's still alive. That couldn't put her away. In fact, I think it made her angrier. Confidence must be waning as she hits the opposition hard, but still can't get the fall. And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather. Powerbomb position. Fighting out. Hammered away with punches to the face. And then device. What a suplex.
chucked right out of the ring.
Lifted into the fireman's carry. Launched into a roundhouse kick. A double knee face breaker. Looking to put the match away here. And she fights it off.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
What a forearm. Life is ready for that one. Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here. Meanwhile, Lynch suffers the... Oh, no.
She could be caught here. Bad situation for her.
Cole, you have to imagine tapping out here.
Oh, tight hold, but it was still broken up.
Becky with a takedown. Looking to get some of it. Can she cinch it in? This could end. She breaks the hold. That can manhandle slam. Nothing Shotzi can do now. Meanwhile, here's Fallon. Driven face first. Textbook side headlock takeover. Tremendous pressure applied. Ooh. German suplex. Toss to the arm drag.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Rapid shots right to the gut. Oh, a flurry of strikes. Eludes the attack. Devastating counter. Scouting paid off with a DDT. Knees into the... Shotzi now. For the win. And she just broken up that pin. But now Fallon Henley. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Goes into the corner. Oh, catches a kick to the face. Oh, inverted backbreaker. Out. Look at that fight. Bangles her. She's got her pin. This might be the end. Cover. Oh, kick out at two.
What is it going to take to keep her down?
The answer might be more than her opponent can offer. I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you've tried to end this and failed. Lynch lands hard. Shotzi could be out. No, kick out at two.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. Shotzi manages. Shotzi kindly requests that you never wake up. And that can keep Lola down. Stops the count, keeping this match alive. Shotzi perched up top. Scoop slam set, launching. Back to Shotzi.
It's Shotzi's opening to take this. Oh, man.
Sledgehammer in the midsection will knock the wind out of you. It could be all over. Pin broken. And can that keep Becky down? Cover. No, she kicks out.
She just will not go away.
Hard knee to the gut by Lola. Bison.
Ass kick right to the... Lynch from behind.
Manhandle slam. Becky has opened up an opportunity.
She did it. What a win inside the cell.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
A truly stunning performance to win this fatal four-way match. All these women were determined to win it all. This thing was really anyone's match.